Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. It's a little bit different to my normal videos. I am not cooking in this one. What I'm going to do is give you a little bit of a rundown of some of the projects I've done since we've moved into this flat, coming up for a year ago now, not quite a year. We are renting, so there are some limitations to what we've been able to do. And we also have little money, so budget has dictated some of the projects that we've done, but I thought I'd show you what we've done anyway, because I thought it'd be an interesting video that wasn't me cooking. So I'm going to start downstairs and we'll work our way up, yeah? So this is probably the first thing, is all these hooks. This bit of wood was already here, so I just bought some hooks that screw in and screwed in basically, and they hold our coats up rather nicely. So that was one of the projects we did. Next one, let me come over here to show you this thing. We just had a really big blank wall and I thought it was really boring, so we also had this bunting from Kez's mum. So I thought we'd put that to use. I've also put on there, but it's not quite long enough. We need to get some more little fairy lights, which is nice. I want to get some longer ones that go all the way up. But all that is little gold hooks going from side to side that I popped in. Yeah, so that was a nice little thing. So I forgot something, but I've cut it in. So it's fine. You won't notice a thing except that I'm wearing different clothes and it's a bit sunnier than it was before. One last thing we actually got, I think it was probably one of the first things we did. We got a sick Black Friday deal on thermostat, the smart thermostat. Just a smart thermostat, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Great. Well, we got a sick deal on a smart thermostat by a company called To-Do. So we replaced the one that was in the house with the To-Do one. And it's here. And it lights up. Ta-da! They actually had a really super easy step-by-step guide. So you like put in what boiler you've got, what cables you've got, what thermostat you've already got, and then they like customised the installation instructions for you, which made it super easy, super quick, and altogether wonderful. So highly recommend a To-Do thermostat, but it has been the dream. I feel like we would have wasted a lot of money going out places and not turning the heating off, but now we can, because it does it for us almost. Right, so that's the entrance hall, stairs sort of area. I'll take you into bedroom. We've got these Kallax units, which we both have, but they weren't big enough for us, so I built this thing with I don't know, to put a rail on it so that we could hang some stuff up. Let's hang our suits up, hang some dresses up. It does have, but the batteries are dying. It's got a little LED strip in there so it lights it all up. I need to change the batteries. What I am going to be doing, so this is like my little studio setup. I've got many computers at the moment because I'm keeping them updated while we're in lockdown. These are all my boxes of cables, fun times, and this pile of clothes. You know those clothes that you wear once but they're fine to wear again? That's where I keep mine for now. But what I'm going to do, we've got more guitars, so I'm going to hang, I'll do a video when I do it maybe. I'm going to hang, so one's going to go on this wall and one's going to go on this wall, and then over here we're going to have one on this wall and one on this wall, so that we'll have all 4 guitars over that side of the room. I think that's the bedroom. Yes. It has moved around quite a bit because there's been a lot of changes happen in 9 months. Like having a baby. So she was here next to the bed for a while, so the bed was further over, and then we've moved the studio into here so she could have her own room, so then the bed's moved back over, and it's gone backwards and forwards a few times, and the Kallax units have moved around quite a bit as well. But on to the next room. Okay, so this is the lounge. This is probably where the most changes have happened, because this is where we spend most of our time and where we're basically going to store most things, because obviously the other two rooms are bedrooms. I don't really know where I started in here, but we'll go with it. So I've got these shelves that I put up for well, more storage basically, and then somebody very kindly donated us some wood, and then we moved over to this side, which has happened during lockdown, and somebody again gave us the ability to get some more wood. These floating shelves I actually had from our last house in Peterborough that I brought with me because I had paid for them, so I wasn't leaving them, and that looks really nice. We do, at some point, what I'd like to do if we're going to be here longer is get some little lights to go in the shelf that point down, and light it up a little bit, and the same on this side. We've got plenty of candles dotted around because we like candles. We did also, we put some more bunting up and more pictures, which is nice. And more pictures of our wedding. Then somebody very kindly, well, Granny moved out of her house and got rid of her fireplace. There's an electric fireplace, but it looked really nice, and we were going to put our TV on top of it, the one we had. So this is this, which is quite nice. It does have a little fire electric thing, but that's not on because it's summer. And then somebody bought a new TV and gave us this one, which is their old one, which is very nice of them. And then I found on Facebook Marketplace a bracket to put it on the wall, so it's also on the wall, which is nice. And then it gives us space on top of the fireplace for more candles and consoles and our TV box and just generally nice looking things. Then, very recently, Luna started weaning, which is exciting, eating real food. And we had planned to have like a tablecloth underneath the table and chairs, and it just kept getting caught up, so I got quite frustrated with it. So, again, Facebook Marketplace, I bought some flooring, and that's this. It's just vinyl laminate, nothing particularly special. And that is on like fiberboard underlay, which is then just on top of the carpet, and it's holding up pretty well. I then just used double-sided sticky to hold it down and super glue to attach them to each other just to make sure that they don't go anywhere. But that's been holding up well. It's been amazing just being able to wipe up the food rather than what was happening with the tablecloth, where it was all getting like clumped together and it was just a bit grim. So that's been wonderful. I think that's all that's happened in here. Yes, that's all that's happened in here. On to the next room. So things get a little bit interesting in here because when we moved in, this was what people refer to as a box room. We refer to as a box room for different reasons. The aim was always that this was going to become Luna's room. It became a storeroom for a little while, and then it became a kind of semi-studio, and then it became a studio slash office, and now it's sort of become Luna's room. As you can see, got Luna's room, got all the cuddly toys out, which is nice. However, we are still in a transition phase, so it is also still a storage room. What we are going to do is, well, I'll turn you around. We've got a bed that's going to go here for Luna, and she's going to go on, there's going to be a floor bed, so she's going to be on the floor, and then there's space on top of it we can use for a bit of storage while we're in another transition phase. but I've got to sand down the bed because the last people just painted it white on top of varnish and it's all started to chip off and the kids were eating it and we don't really want that. So we're going to sand that down, get rid of all that paint. Yes, and then the other thing we want to do is, as lovely as this wallpaper is, we're planning on painting it pink, like a really light, super light baby pink. And then I've ordered off of Wish a sticky sign that I think it says "I love you to the moon and back." I don't know, I think I ordered it like 2 months ago, so when it eventually arrives we might get around to doing that bit, but for now that's it. And then I've also got some like fairy light things to go up, the moon and stars and stuff, which will look really cool when I get around to putting those up, but I'll probably get in here sorted first. Obviously the guitars will go because they'll go into our other room, and then there's just some boxes really, I think, in here that need to go. We'll see. Next room. So this is the bathroom. There's not a whole lot that we've done in here. We've done a couple of bits, and I'll show you what. So we put this unit on the wall. That's just a mirror with shelves we got from IKEA, which we had up in our last place, and it was really nice, and it's been wonderful this time. If you've been watching me on Instagram, you'll know that I put this shelf up very recently, and it's got a little light underneath it, which lights up at night when we walk in, which is nice. Saves us putting on the big light, which then lights up the whole hallway, and it's a very bright big light because they swapped it out for LED, and it's just really bright. I'm going to be changing this plant at some point because it overhangs, but I'm yet to see. I want like a mini orchid because apparently that goes really well in the bathroom, but I'm yet to find one that will fit there. And then also, if you've been following me on Instagram, I put this in the other day, which is really cool. Basically, it's for Luna's cloth nappies, so if she does a poopy, we just rinse it off, which is nice. It saves us having poo floating around in the washing machine. I think that's probably it. I did put, I found this hook, so I put it on the back of the door so we could keep some stuff in here. Yeah, I think that's it for in here, really. It's just a bog standard bathroom. I'm a funny guy. Right, next room. So this is the kitchen. This is where it's most familiar for me to be, for you on YouTube, I guess. What have we done in here? Oh, yes, okay. So, that's for me to record. So we've put this shelf up because we didn't really have much space. So we put that up to have like the tea, coffee and stuff, and we had some mugs that didn't fit. So they're on top of there. Check out the selection of tea. Got rooibos, got decaf, got normal, got PG tips in there. Coffee is a selection. Sugar is a selection. Because what I do, I don't know if you can see, if I can get the lid off, it's just lots of different. Basically, when I've worked and been at a hotel, I bring back all the, the free tea section stuff they give you. I bring all of that back because apparently they throw it away whether you use it or not, because you might have contaminated it, I guess. So I normally bring all that back. I call it the hotel haul, but it means that we don't have sugar going hard because we don't use it, or coffee going grim because we don't use it. Instead they're in nice little sachets, which is nice, and we haven't bought it. Recently bought this off of Facebook Marketplace. It's a grind and brew coffee machine, which is very exciting. I'm yet to get coffee beans to try in it, but the coffee's fine, just ground coffee. Got Tassimine. We've got this machine is a Breville Halo Plus, and it is the best machine in the world. I bought it in my first year at Nexus, so that's years ago now. What, 6 years ago maybe? And it's still going. It's been abused. It made some of the best food we had in our houses. Just fantastic. Still going. We still love it. We still use it loads. And then somebody kindly gave us this ActiFry because they don't use it. ActiFry makes the best potato type items like chips or roast potatoes. Highly recommend an ActiFry. Probably the first project I did in the kitchen was to get the oven in. It was, when we moved in, it was a gas oven, which we might have to replace when we leave. But you can see here these tiles. So the gas oven was this thin. So the electrical safety guy, so the cooker cables, the electrical cooker cables were ran up from the fuse board to here, and that was where they stopped. And then, so the electrical safety guy came to do the safety test, and I said, well, can you just run in our cooker while you're here? And he said yes. So he went off to buy the bits, and while he was off buying the bits, I cut this section of worktop out and moved it all along, and then you can see this little bit. So I moved it all along, so hopefully nobody will notice, because that bit of worktop is no longer usable. So we'll either leave this oven, because it's served us well, but yes. Anyways, one of the other projects I did, I can't show you because it's behind both of these. There's a water outlet down there, and obviously we need two because of the washing machine and the dishwasher, and we're not going to keep swapping the pipes behind. So I just put a Y-split on the end of that for these two, and then put a Y-split on the waste so that they both go into the waste nicely. I'm going to be adding a hose pipe. Well, not a direct hose pipe, but I'm going to be adding another bit on to that to get a hose pipe outside, but that's got to go through the wall and down the wall because we're on the upstairs flat. So you will inevitably see a video about that. I think that's all. I did put this this white thing across the window. That's because, well, we've got our neighbours there, and well, I don't really know how to say it. We don't always like to walk into the kitchen fully clothed. Is that enough of an explanation? I hope so. Oh, because I'm not telling any more. Hopefully you sussed it from that. Yes, so I think that's it for in here. I'll show you the garden quickly because I think it's interesting, but we haven't really done much to it outside of maintain it, but I'll show you what we've got, because why not? So this is maybe the first bit. We've just got tomato plants. Again, if you follow my Instagram you'll see it. We're growing them up here because then when they grow we can just open the door and take the tomatoes off, is the theory, but we'll see. Anyways, down we go. So this side is our garden. Got the washing up, lovely. So basically this whole section along here was like properly overgrown and massive, so I've cut all of that back. There was this whole thing was like, this was basically carried on all the way along here, so I've cut all that down because it was getting annoying. And then come over here, so then we've got this. This is very recent. It's just a free trampoline. We've got a marketplace. One of our neighbours over the road were getting rid of it, so we asked if we could have it, and they said yes. So we've got it, which is nice. We've got this table on an app called Nextdoor. It's like a community Facebook kind of thing. Bought this swing because it was on offer for Luna, which is really cute. She seems to like it, and we like pushing her in it. If you move over here, so this is the fire pit area. I'm yet to clear this up after my last fire, because all of that stuff from the bush, well, all of these bushes, was stacked up here. It was like this high, maybe, like properly huge. So then I obviously had a pretty large fire to get rid of all of it, because the tips are all shut because of lockdown. Yeah, I do have, again, if you watch my Instagram, you'll see this was a makeshift compost bin. This has come out of it. It kind of looks composty, some of it, but I'm going to leave it there for a little bit. Might even end up just getting rid of it, to be honest, because if I want compost, I'll just buy a bag. I think that might be all of the projects we've done so far. I've got more coming up, so I will film them now that I know I've got a YouTube channel, and I'll let you watch them. But thanks for watching so far. Thanks for watching the other videos. I will still be doing cooking videos. They will still be coming, but just slower. I've got a few other ideas of things that I'm going to be doing as well, which you'll see shortly. But if you like this video and you'd like to see more, then hit the like button, which is underneath the video, and you could also hit the subscribe button. That would be appreciated, and you'd like that too, I'm sure. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.